I'm Todd Lewis from Fiasco Sports, reporting for the SA Footballer magazine. Today I'm joined by Paul Lundberg from the Unley Mercedes Jets Football Club, and he's going to do our weekly roundup for Division 1. So we'll just go through the results from the weekend. Payneham Norwood Union had a pretty good win over Goodwood Saints by almost 10 goals. Ross Trevor Old Collegians got over Port District by 13 goals. Tea Tree Gully went down to Prince Alfred Old Collegians by 6 goals. Salisbury North had a huge win over Henley by 21 goals. And unfortunately, Adelaide University got over Unley Mercedes Jets by 23 points. Obviously a bit of a disappointing result.
Yeah, no, disappointing result for us, Todd. I mean, we had a couple of injuries early in the second quarter, which obviously made our rotations minimal. We had one that went to hospital, another one did his shoulder, so as I said, rotations for the rest of the game. Unis came out strong, and basically it was the first quarter that we wasted with them, and they obviously played better footy than us and took out the honours. So,
who were some of the better performers on the weekend?
Well, basically for us, obviously because we lost, it wasn't too hard to, it was a little bit difficult to find. Matt Moss was basically across the half-back line. He played pretty well all day. Then there was patches of other players that came in and came out. Henry Gill was also in and at it all day. And basically, the rest of our players, Luke Harder, Nate Chettle, all those guys obviously tried. But yeah, it was just a dirty day for our club, unfortunately. So,
what do you think the squad needs to work on during the week to put up a better performance next week?
I don't think they need the belief they can do it at this level. That's basically all we really ask of them. Some of our disposals probably not as good as it should have been. I mean, it wasn't an easy win at the ground. Obviously, wasn't easy, but both sides copped that. So, but Uni's played their ground very well, and it was really all done in a quarter of footy where we lost it. So,
it's obviously a pretty competitive competition, Div 1. It's the best competition in the state. How do you find adapting to this competition and making sure you are there at the pointy end of the season?
Yeah, well, that's what we've come up against. We've obviously been successful over the last 6-7 years, climbing the ladder each year. But this year we've found our depth to be a bit of a question over the competition that we face each week. We're up against the sides who've obviously been playing Div 1 footy for a long, long time. And you can see by the way they spread and commit themselves to the ball. And even if we are down a bit, they'll just keep going and keep chasing and keep destroying as they can feel fit. So, we just need to work on the belief that we are good enough, and we've got to just keep working with the group that we have. So,
definitely, we'll go through the fixtures for next week's games. If I can just get a tip on each game. Yep. Goodwood Saints take on Port District out at Goodwood Oval. Yeah,
well, you'll probably find Goodies will get over in that game probably by about 8 or 9, I would think.
Henley take on Tea Tree Gully. Obviously, Henley had a really disappointing result.
Yeah, well, again, Henley, I mean, when we played them, they were very competitive. We only got up in the last quarter against them. But yeah, obviously, Tea Tree Gully will get over in that game.
Prince Alfred Old Collegians take on Ross Trevor Old Collegians.
Yes, I think you'll probably find Princes will do that one again. I think were they playing at Park 9 or they're playing?
Yeah,
Park 9. So you'd think probably it's not, instead of being at Campbelltown, yes, they'll take the honours there.
Payneham Norwood Union take on Adelaide University. You obviously got a good look at Adelaide.
Yep. Yeah, well, basically, I think Adelaide Uni's got PNU last time they played them, and I think Gary's boys will knock them off this week or next week. Sorry. So yeah, so PNU over Adelaide Uni.
And Unley Mercedes Jets head home to Kingswood Oval to take on Salisbury North. Yeah. Obviously, they've got a big travel to come out there, so you'd obviously be hoping to get a win.
Yeah, well, as I say, we don't go out to lose. We put every step forward with the side that we have, and it'll be a close game hopefully, and we'll put all our efforts in to stop them from winning a game and hopefully get a win up for ourselves.
Do you think there are any players maybe in the reserves that might get a look in this week that played well?
Well, basically what we've got at the moment, because we've had so many injuries like every other club, all our sides have come up. So basically we've probably got 5 or 6 B graders in our side, and that's all come up through the grades. We should have a couple back next week, which will be pleasing. So hopefully if they get fit and get well on the track, we'll certainly know that by Thursday night anyway.
What are the goals and expectations for the rest of the year now, obviously coming towards the end of the season?
Well, our main goals are to remain competitive. That's as simple as that. We certainly didn't come into this grade thinking that we'll come up, have a look and go back down again. Unfortunately, that's what the stats will show you. what we're doing. But no, we're working pretty hard behind the scenes. The players are certainly trying hard, except for except for last week's or yesterday's game. That was disappointing and unacceptable from our club and the players. So hopefully we can keep working on that and turn that around.
Okay, thank you, Paul. I'm Todd Lewis from Fiasco Sports, reporting for the SA Football magazine. Today I've been joined by Paul Lundberg from the Unley Mercedes Jets Football Club in Division 1, and he's done our weekly roundup.